Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Following a critically acclaimed, sold-out run at the National Theatre, Bryan Cranston is returning to Broadway alongside a stellar cast, including Tony Goldwyn and Tatiana Maslany in Network, directed by Ivo van Hove and written by Lee Hall. It will open on December 6th at the Belasco Theatre, and we caught up with all of them during a break in rehearsal.
You know, you're only as good as the play you're in. Really, for every actor, if you look good, it's because the foundation is the play, the structure of the play, the meaning, the intent, the actual execution of it, how well it's written and and this is beautiful. Lee Hall did a great adaptation of Paddy Chayefsky's work, and Ivo is just a brilliant, wonderful man to work with, very collaborative. So all cylinders are firing. We've got a great cast. Everything went so well over in London, and I expect it to be maybe even better now. Well, certainly I was thinking there's a lot of Lear in Howard Beale, a powerful man who is tragically depressed and paranoid in many cases, in many ways, and delusional, but not without love, so he's not on one track, he's on multiple tracks, which adds to the confusion of that. And the thing I was working on with Howard Beale was that he has this epiphany of enlightenment, and I didn't want the audience to think that, oh, he's insane, he's crazy. I want them to feel ambiguity of, is he insane? Or did he actually get imbued with some special spirit? And so I try to walk that razor's edge on that line.
You're about to come to Broadway in Network. How excited are you?
I'm so excited. Yeah, I can't believe I get to do this. Every day in rehearsal, I'm just like, oh, right, I'm here. I'm doing the thing that I've dreamed of doing, since I was 9 years old. So I'm just so excited, yeah.
What's it like being in this rehearsal room with Ivo, Lee Hall, Bryan Cranston, Tony Goldwyn?
Yeah, I mean, it's just unreal. The cast, crew, that every department is always here, so it really does feel like such a collective vision. And Ivo's got such specificity to his work. He just knows what he wants, and he really ignites everybody, all of the actors and all of the departments, to be there every moment. It just is so thrilling.
This piece is extraordinary, and I've been in love with it for a long time, so I feel very lucky to be working on this material. The cast we have is amazing, and Bryan, who's an old friend of mine, we sort of worked together 20 years ago, and so to have that reunion is really incredible. And working in Ivo van Hove's rehearsal room is mind-blowing. It's just so exciting and so fun and quite different than anything I've ever done before. He has a very unique way of working, and we just kind of dive right in. There's not a lot of conversation. You show up off book your first rehearsal and just go for it. And we've already staged most of the play, and we've been rehearsing a week. So it's just you just have to bring it and dive in, and it's really exciting. And you can't overthink anything. And this production is going to be dazzling. So it's very, very exciting to be a part of.
I think I was living in the West Village in the early 90s, and I'd never seen Network. Network's a really famous film here, but not so much so in Britain. And I saw this a video of Network and just couldn't believe it. It became, one of my very, very favorite films. And it was about 10 years ago when I realized what it was saying about network TV in the 70s was really so relevant to the age of the internet. And it occurred to me that it would be a brilliant thing to do in the theatre. And so it's been quite a long journey with Ivo to get to this point where we can make the production.
Bryan is, of course, he was for me there from the beginning in my mind. So he was my first choice. We talked to each other in London already 2 years before we did it in London. I felt that he connected. He said, well, when I work on a production, I would like to do it this way and this way. I said, yeah, with me, this way and this way, that will be a perfect fit. He sticked with his commitment, I stick with my commitment, and so we are so happy now to bring it here to New York and to bring it home, because that's how it feels.